say we, mainly you, although I'm kind of playing as well. Because in this video, you are not allowed to say the same thing as me. So, I've comprised a bunch of questions really. I've got 5 different levels. I've got a bunch of football questions I'm going to be asking you. And your job is simple. Answer the question, but don't answer the same thing as me. So I'm going to answer the questions as well. And if you say the same thing as me, you are out and you must click off the video. This is the one and only time I will ever say this, but I do not want you to watch the rest of the video. You are banned, you are barred, and you have lost if you say the same thing as me tonight, okay? So be honest with yourselves. Let me know in the comments if you say the same thing as me, at what level, at what point. Each question is going to get progressively harder and harder and harder. The options are going to get fewer and fewer and fewer until we reach level 5, which is level impossible, and the last question of the video will be a 50-50. So if any of you somehow manage to get through the entire video without saying the same answer as me to the questions, well, congratulations, but I highly doubt it. So let's see how you guys do. So we're going to start with level 1. Level 1, this is very easy. There's literally going to be like hundreds of options with the questions I ask you here, so if anyone is getting out on level 1, honestly never watch my videos again, because there should be no way you are getting out on this. It would be a crazy coincidence. So level 1, the first question is simple. I want you to name me a retired Premier League footballer. Literally thousands probably of names you could go for here. I just need a player who has played in the Premier League at some point and is now retired from professional football. For each question I'll give you a little bit of time to think, but for these level 1 answers I'm not going to give you too much time because there's so many options. It's highly unlikely you are going to say the same as me. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Ian Wright, so if you were thinking of Ian Wright, then you are out. Next up, I want you to name me a club outside of Europe. I want you to name me a professional football club that is not in Europe, okay? Now, when I say Europe as well, I mean like not in the UEFA Confederations, like technically like a team from Israel, for example, is in Europe in football, but anyways, yeah, just name me any professional football club that is not in Europe. Again, there is like hundreds of options here. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Inter Miami. Inter Miami, of course, Messi's team. So if you said Inter Miami from the MLS, you are out. Alright, now I want you to name me a football club in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. Now, for context, when I say this season, in this video I mean the season just gone, 24-25, okay? 24-25. Name me any club in Europe's top 5 leagues. That is the Premier League, the Bundesliga, Liga, Serie A, and La Liga. Any team, any team, any team, any team, any team. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Lille. Lille in Ligue 1. If you said Lille, you are out. Okay, we're still on level 1 here. It's still fairly easy. Now I want you to name me a football club in England's top 4 divisions in 24-25. So that is the Premier League, the Championship, League 1 and League 2. that was in one of those four divisions in 24-25 season. Should be fairly simple here. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Birmingham. Birmingham City. If you said Birmingham, you are out. Again, the final one for level 1. Again, fairly simple here. I just want you to name me a football club that has played in the Premier League. So, in the history of the Premier League, I just need a club who played, it could just be one season, but at some point played in the Premier League. And I specifically mean the Premier League, I do not mean the first division, so I will not accept answers like Oldham. But there's plenty of options here, so you've got tons of options here. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Sheffield United, so if you said Sheffield United, you are out. I said that was level 1 complete. If any of you are out now, I mean, that is a crazy coincidence. But that was pretty nice, a pretty nice warm-up. Level 2 now, we're going to slowly make it a little bit harder. But again, it should still be doable. Okay, so this first question in level 2, I want you to name me a player who has won the Champions League with Real Madrid. So can you name me a player who has won the Champions League with Real Madrid? Madrid have won, obviously, like 1 billion Champions League trophies, so there is hundreds of players who have won at least one Champions League with Real Madrid. They need to have been playing at Madrid at that point as well when they won it. A lot of players to choose from here, a lot of different eras. Again, fairly unlikely I'm going to get this, but we'll see. Hopefully you got one in your head. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Marcelo, the Brazilian left back, absolute baller. So if you said Marcelo, you are out. Alright, next up, this is going to narrow it down a bit more here. I want you to name me a current Premier League goalkeeper. So again, just to make this simple, a goalkeeper who was in the Premier League for 24-25 season. Just to get rid of any confusion. So a goalkeeper in the Premier League last season, 24-25. Each club has like 3 goalkeepers. There's like 20 clubs. There's like about 60 options you've got here. So your odds are pretty good. It's 1 in like 60 that I'm going to get this correct here. But maybe I might be able to catch someone out here. Name me a goalkeeper. 3, 2, 1. So I was thinking of Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford, England number 1. If you said Jordan Pickford, you are out. Okay, now I want you, this is going to narrow it down again, like a decent amount. Name me a team who played in the Champions League in 24-25. So name me a team that played in the Champions League in 24-25. I also mean like qualified for the league phase here, so I'm not going to accept someone who like was in the qualifying rounds. Just a team that was in the league phase, there was like 30 teams or something in the league phase, so again, your odds are in your favour here. Just name me one team who was playing in the Champions League last season. I'll give you 3, 2, 1. Hopefully you got one in your head. Of course, if you need more time, please feel free to pause the video. But I was thinking of Atalanta from Italy. So if you said Atalanta, you are out. Now, next up, I want you to name me a player who has scored over 100 Premier League goals. So name me a player who has scored over 100 Premier League goals. There's quite a lot, actually, of players who have scored 100 Premier League goals and are in the 100 club. So just name me one player to do so. And with this one, I'm not going to list every single player possible here. So if you say someone and you're not 100% sure about them, then please fact check it yourself or put it in the comments. If you're not 100% sure, and I can verify if they did or not. But just play it safe, honestly. Just play it safe. But don't play it too safe. Maybe I'm going to name the obvious one. Maybe I'm going to name number one. Who knows? Anyways, 3, 2, 1. And I was thinking of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo for Manchester United. He's got over 100 Premier League goals. See, I sometimes go for the big name, the obvious one. So if you said Ronaldo, which maybe someone said it, then you are out. Okay. And final question for level 2. This one, you're going to have to think a little bit, but there's actually quite a few answers here. I want you to name me a player at a Big Six club who has won the Champions League. So name me a player at either of the Big Six clubs who has won a Champions League in their career. They don't have to have won it at their club, but they need to have won a Champions League medal. So Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United and Liverpool. Just name me a player who has won the Champions League before. So you might need to think about this a little bit more, so I'll give you a little bit of time. But there is actually a lot of answers, to be fair, and a lot of possibilities here. So again, the odds are in your favour right now. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Phil Foden. Phil Foden, so if you said Phil Foden, you obviously won it with Manchester City. You are out. Right, so that is level 2 done. Maybe I caught a couple of you out there. I'm hoping I did. But now we're on to level 3 where it's really gonna start to ramp up, and I think I'm gonna catch quite a few people out here. So your options are starting to reduce more and more, and they're gonna reduce quite a bit now. So into level 3, the first question is name me a current Premier League football stadium. Now again, just to make this really simple, I'm just gonna say 24-25 season. Name me a football stadium. So you can include those relegated teams. But 24-25, name me a Premier League football stadium. I need the name as well. You can't just say like Man United Stadium or something like that, right? I need the name. I need the full name, please. There are 20 options here, so again, you still have a pretty decent chance. It's 1 in 20 that I say the same thing as you. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And I was thinking of Old Trafford, Man United Stadium. So if you said Old Trafford, you are eliminated. Right, now I want you to name me a football club in the Bundesliga last season. So name me a team who played in the Bundesliga, the German league, for 24-25 season. So name me a team who played in Germany's top flight for 2024-2025 season. There are a little less options because they only have 18 teams in their league, so you've got 18 options now to choose from compared to 20. So it's now 1 in 18. I guess the same thing as you. Will I do it? Let's find out, because 3, 2, 1, we will reveal. And I was thinking of Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen. So you said Werder Bremen, you are out. me a club that has won the Champions League, but I'm being picky here. I'm saying specifically the Champions League. I'm not including European Cups for this particular question. So, when the Champions League was formed, name me a team who has won the Champions League. It can be just once, but need a team who has won the Champions League. Again, there are a lot of clubs who have won the Champions League, so you have plenty of options here, but let's see if you can say the same as me and avoid saying the same as me. Who knows? Who am I gonna go for? Will I go for the most recent winner? Will I go for the first winner? Will I go for the team with the most trophies? Will I go for my favourite team? Who knows? Playing some mind games on you now. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, and I am going to say Chelsea. So if you said Chelsea, you are out. My team, of course, 2-time winners. Thank you very much. Right. Next up, I want you to name me a current Spanish Barcelona player. So I want you to name me a player who is currently playing for Barcelona and is Spanish. So name me a player at Barcelona right now who is Spanish. And I actually did count up the options, and there are 16 in the first team right now. So again, the odds are in your favour here, but who will you go for? Who will you go for, and who will I go for? I'm interested what some of your strategies are. Are you guys just ignoring what I say and just going for whatever you think of, or are you guys trying to figure out who I might say and basing your answers off that? Let me know. But I want to know a current Spanish Barcelona player in 3, 2, 1, and I was thinking of Pedri. So if you said Pedri, you are out. Okay, and the final question for level 3. Hopefully there's still a decent amount of you here, but I think I've got some of you out now. I want you to name me a player who has transferred for over £100 million. Okay, now this is going to get a bit technical here because, I don't know when this is going to be released, but it's probably in the summer window here, so what I'm going to say is, do not include someone, or do not say I will not accept an answer from this summer window, in 2025 summer. It needs to be before that. And it is I believe there are 10 players. I've got 10 players here. Based on what I found, obviously transfer fees vary. If someone I mention out of these 10 are not, if you think there's someone else who I missed out and you mention them, then put it in the comments below and I will tell you if that is, I'll allow it or not. But I believe there are 10 players as of recording who have transferred for a fee of over £100 million. Pounds, by the way. 10 players, so it's a 1 in 10 chance now. Yeah, the odds are really, again, they're still in your favour, but the odds are low right now. I need a player who has transferred for over £100 million. There's 10 players, and in 3, 2, 1, I will reveal, and I was thinking of Philip Coutinho. Philip Coutinho, of course, transferred from Liverpool to Barcelona. So if you said Philip Coutinho, you are out. Now the 10 players you could have said were Coutinho, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, Joao Felix, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice, Jack Grealish, Eden Hazard and Antoine Griezmann. If you didn't say any of those, you are also out. But as I said, if you think someone did go for 100 mil and is not in that list, then let me know in the comments below and I might allow it. But if you said Coutinho, you are definitely out. most of the remaining people out, I think, here, because your odds are going to keep decreasing from 1 in 10, with the first question in level 4, which is name me a club that got relegated from a top 5 league in 24-25. So name me a football club that in any of the top 5 leagues was relegated in 24-25. So team that got relegated, any club from England, France, Spain, Germany, or Italy. That was the other one I was missing. Name me a club that got relegated. I think your odds are actually better here than 1 in 10, but I feel like there's more chance I might get you here. 3, 2, 1, and I'm thinking of Montpellier. Montpellier in France. So if you said Montpellier, you are out. Right now, I want you to name me a football club that has won the Premier League. Name me a club that has won the Premier League, and again, like the Champions League question, it is strictly when the Premier League was formed, so I will not accept top flight division winners. I need Premier League winners. Now, I believe there is, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there are 6 winners. Maybe there's another, but I believe there are 6, so I think you've now got a 1 in 6 chance here of me getting the same answer as you. So yeah, the odds are not amazing right now for you, but can you avoid saying the same as me? In 3, 2, 1. And I was thinking of Liverpool, so if you said Liverpool, you are out. And I believe the clubs you could have said were Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea and Leicester. So if you said someone else as well, you are out. By the way, if that isn't clear, if you get the question wrong, you are also out. Anyways, now this one you're gonna have to think a lot. I want you to name me a player who has won the Champions League 5 or more times. So name me a player who has won the Champions League 5 or more times. And I'm not including European Cups here. Strictly the Champions League, okay? Strictly won 5 or more Champions Leagues. So I believe there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've actually got 11 players here, so your odds have actually increased, but because this question's a lot harder and you actually have to think of the correct answer here, I think your odds probably have decreased, because I don't think everyone's can name you all 11. But there are quite a few here, so see if you can think. Firstly, think of some players who would have won the Champions League 5 or more times. Try and get the answer correct. And then think of what I might say, and try and think of what I won't say, which is of course the aim of the game. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1. So I was thinking of Danny Carvajal. So if you said Danny Carvajal, you are out. Now the people you could have said were Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, Danny Carvajal, Paolo Maldini, Lucas Vazquez, Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema, Nacho, Gareth Bale, Isco and Marcelo. So if you also did not say any of those, then you are out. Okay. And now I want you to name me a Big 6 Premier League side. Name me a Big 6 Premier League team. Now we're really reducing it. Again, it's a 1 in 6 chance now. A Big 6 Premier League side. It is either Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal, Man City or Liverpool. Name me one of those six clubs. Well, I should probably not say that, but okay. Anyways, yeah, name me one. 1 in 6 chance I say the same thing as you. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Tottenham Hotspur, so if you said Spurs, you are out. Right, and the final one for level 4, it's a 1 in 5 chance. I want you to name me one of the top 5 Champions League all-time top goal scorers. So name me one of the top 5 all-time Champions League goal scorers. So again, with this question, you have to first think, okay, who is in the top 5 Champions League goal scorers of all time? Think of the 5, and then think and pick one of the 5. Okay, so think of the top 5 Champions League top scorers here, and again, make sure you don't get the question wrong, because if you get it wrong, you are also eliminated. You need to get the answer right, so maybe go for one of the obvious ones, or maybe I'm gonna say one of the obvious ones, who knows. But anyways, the 5 top goal scorers in Champions League history. I want you to name me just one of them, and in 3, 2, 1, I will reveal who I was thinking of, and I was thinking of Robert Lewandowski. So if you said Robert Lewandowski, you are now eliminated. Please do not watch the rest of the video. Now I can reveal the top 5 was, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Robert Lewandowski, Karim Benzema, and Raul. So if you did not say any of those 5 as well, you are also eliminated. Right. So if you have now somehow survived level 4, you have made it to level 5. Congratulations, because this is level impossible, and this is the hardest level of this entire video. If any of you somehow now survive this, then I won't be able to verify it, so I can't really give you anything, but you'll earn my respect. But let's see, because now your odds are gonna drop. So the first question at level 5, I want you to name me a team that has won 6 or more Champions Leagues. So name me a team that has won 6 or more Champions Leagues, and for this one I will include European Cups, so 6 or more European Cups, European trophies, 6 or more. And I can tell you your odds are 1 in 4, because there is only 4 teams in football history who have achieved this feat, so a 1 in 4 chance, and you do need to get the answer correct as well, so yeah, this is a tough question. It is a tough question. 1 in 4 chance. Okay. 6 or more, so 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or even more than that. European trophies, European Cups. Only 4 teams, and I will reveal who I was thinking of in 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of AC Milan. So if you said AC Milan, you are eliminated. And I can reveal the 4 teams were Real Madrid, of course, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, and Liverpool. So if you did not say any of those 4, you are also eliminated. Right. Now your odds are going to drop even more, because I want you to name me a team that got promoted to the Premier League this season. So I want you to name me a team that is going to be playing in the Premier League next season in 25-26. The team that got promoted from the Championship to the Premier League. Of course, there is only 3 teams who got promoted, so now you have a 1 in 3 chance of saying the same answer as me. If you are still in this video and you have got this far, then good luck, because there's only 3 options, and you need to get it right as well. So you need to remember the 3 teams that will be playing in the Prem next season who got promoted, and try and avoid the same as me. But I'm going to reveal who I'm thinking of in 3, 2, 1. I was thinking of Leeds United, the winners of the Championship. So if you said Leeds, you are eliminated. say one of Leeds, Burnley, or Sunderland. Right. If there is anybody still here, then congratulations, you have made it to the final question of this video, which is the 50-50. There is only two possibilities, two correct answers to this question. Okay, so you have a 50-50 chance. You have avoided saying the same thing as me this entire video. Now is your chance to win the video. So the final question is, I want you to name me a Portuguese club that has won the Champions League. Okay, so I want you to name me a Portuguese club that has won a European Cup. A European Cup. Now, as I said, I can confirm there is only two Portuguese teams in football history who have lifted a Champions League. Okay, so firstly think of who those two teams might be, and then I want you to pick out of those two. It's a 50-50, so take your pick. You have a 50% chance here of going through and surviving, but a Portuguese club that has won a Champions League or European Cup. Okay, so pause it if you need more time, but in 3, 2, 1, I will reveal. And I was thinking, well, actually I will say the correct two answers were Benfica and FC Porto. And the club I was thinking of was FC Porto. So if you said FC Porto, you are out. And if you said Benfica, then congratulations, you have won and you have survived this video without saying the same thing as me. So congratulations. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and concept. If you want me to do it again, I can do so. Let me know where you guys got out, or if you didn't even get out. And if you guys have enjoyed it, please do leave a like